People think gardens die quietly, but the truth is, sometimes someone kills them. My name is Claire Moss, and this story begins the day my father came home with dirt on his clothes and shame in his eyes. My father John is 72. He spent his whole life gardening, not for money, but because plants listened to him in ways people didn't. He worked part-time at Greenridge Care Home, tending the gardens residents loved. Every rose was planted because someone requested it. Every herb bed was designed with the residents' memory in mind. So when he walked in that morning, trembling, I knew something was wrong before he said a word. They fired me, Claire. Said I let the grounds die. He looked broken. Like he had failed every resident he cared about. But here's the thing. 2 days earlier, he had shown me photos of the garden. It was thriving, alive, blooming. Something didn't add up. I drove to Greenridge myself. The garden looked like a disaster, but not a natural one. The irrigation lines were slashed cleanly. Roots were yanked out by hand. And worst of all, someone had sprayed herbicide in swirling patterns that killed everything instantly. This wasn't decay. It was sabotage. Director Grayson greeted me with a smile too polished to be sincere. Your father was negligent, it's sad, but unavoidable. I looked at his perfect suit, his clean shoes, his eyes that never left the redevelopment blueprint lying on his desk. And the truth clicked. He didn't want a garden. He wanted the land. I dug into public records that evening. There it was. A redevelopment proposal filed quietly by Grayson. If the garden was declared unsalvageable, the care home would qualify for a fast redevelopment grant. He needed the garden dead, and he needed someone to blame. My father was the perfect scapegoat. But not on my watch. I returned at night, planting what I call indicator seeds, special flowers that sprout fast, but only in clean soil. I planted them in a checkerboard pattern across the garden. If they sprouted, the soil was safe. If they died, someone had poisoned it. Then I set up 2 hidden cameras, and I waited. 2 weeks later, the pattern was undeniable. A perfect grid, green squares where the soil was untouched. Dead squares where the herbicide had been sprayed. No natural decline makes shapes that perfect. Grayson scheduled a board meeting to prove my father's incompetence. He strutted in with printed photos of the dead garden. This damage, he announced, is the result of months of neglect. I stood up. Or, I said, connecting my laptop to the projector, is the result of deliberate sabotage. The time-lapse footage played. Gasps filled the room. Slide 1. My father's thriving garden. Slide 2. The checkerboard indicator pattern proving chemical poisoning. Slide 3. A chemical analysis report. Slide 4. Mrs. Blair's diary entry noting a man in a suit at 11 p.m. Slide 5. Footprints matching Grayson's shoes. Slide 6. The redevelopment proposal. Dated before the garden died. His face fell apart in real time. Within minutes, the board voted to terminate him. Investigators arrived the next morning. My father was reinstated, promoted, even. And, as he watered the new seedlings we planted together, he smiled softly. You let the weeds grow just long enough, didn't you? I nodded, because sometimes the only way to reveal a snake is to let the garden show where it slithers.